Hello and welcome to another guide and loot video, this time in the form of a skilling method. I'll be explaining a relatively underrated thieving method, which is the stone chests in the Lizardmen Temple beneath Mulch in Zaire. This is a method that offers decent experience as well as good loot and the chance at further loot in the form of medium clue scrolls, which come from the chest at a rate of 1 in 100. To steal from the stone chests you will need level 64 thieving. The fail rate is quite high, and to be honest, as I've shown the skill, I don't even notice the difference that much between 64 and level 90 when I was doing this video. There are no other requirements to this other than having unlocked Zaire. The combat level of 125 is also nice, as you won't aggro the poisonous lizardmen outside every time you get teleported out, which is what happens when you fail. There's a 1 in 8 chance of that happening. This is by no means a necessity though, as there are some ways around this which I will explain. High agility also helps for recharging run energy faster, as you do tend to use quite a lot. You'll want to wear full graceful for doing this. Other clue related teleport items should fill the rest of your slots, so Rada's Blessing, Tome of Fire or Karast's Memoirs, a weapon for medium clue enemies, or a staff's not too bad either. And the charged Ring of Endurance is also nice here, although an Explorer's Ring should do the trick as well. So yeah, it's pretty flexible, although you want to prioritise run energy recharging. I will mention if you're under 125 combat, you can bring a prayer book which is obtained from the Great Brain Robbery quest. That will cure your poison at the cost of a few prayer points every time. You could also wear the Serpentine Helm, but Graceful and the Graceful Effect is preferred here. Your inventory depends on how often you want to do clues during the method. If you're going to do them as soon as you get them, you should structure your inventory for doing clue scrolls, which includes all the helpful teleport items, as well as lore runes and other elemental runes in your pouch. Farming Cape's quite nice if you've got the 99 in that skill, as that provides a nice close teleport as well. For the regular loot from the chest, bring a few lockpicks, as they are helpful for increasing success rate. You want a needle and thread to convert the Xerxian leather to salad robes and save inventory space. Gem bag can also be used here, but for the purpose of tracking my loot in this video using the RuneLite plugin that I did not use a gem bag, but I do recommend it. Bring a couple of super energy potions or an explorer's ring 2 or better for recharging energy during the method when you fail quite a lot. Also bring an antidote if you're not going to bring a prayer book. You'll be doing this in the Lizardmen Temple beneath Mulch in southern Zaire, close to the farming guild. Many of you are probably familiar with this place, and if you've grinded a Dragon Warhammer before, then yeah, I'm sorry if I'm triggering any rough memories. The easiest way to get there is just to travel from the farming guild and run south, over the bridge and then down into the temple. Make your way towards the shaman rooms and you'll see the chests next to that Shazian infiltrator, who you may have spoken to before many times. I'll just tell you now that I've got 2 Dragon Warhammers in under 5,000 shamans, so he's my friend. Anyway, here you will find 3 stone chests, so it doesn't matter which one you steal from, as the loot is all the same. As I said, lockpicks do help with success rate, and the method is very straightforward from here onwards. Just click the chest, your player loots it automatically, and then it shuts, and you can just loot it again. I like to turn game messages on so I can tell when I've failed, and just spam click it again pretty much. If you do fail, the annoying part is the fail rate. It's very high, and every time you fail you do have a 1 in 8 chance of triggering a trap on the chest, which teleports you outside of the temple. You then may get attacked by lizardmen if under 125 combat, and you also have a chance of being poisoned, which is where those items I spoke about come in handy, so the prayer book, Serpentine Helm, or just use an antidote dose. Enter the cave again and run back to the chest and resume your method. Your energy will probably run low, as you don't seem to recharge too much whilst looting the chest, so yeah, use your potions or your ring to keep yourself going, or just walk if you don't mind losing a bit of XP per hour. The regular loot is alright. You'll get Xerxian fabric, which you can craft for extra inventory spaces, coins, lizardman fangs, some good bolt tips, there's onyx bolt tips in there, some good seeds, snappy Ds, and Raynars in there too. Uncut gems, Xerx's talisman, this is a good way to obtain one if you don't want to kill the normal lizardman. I would recommend crafting all of the fabric into salad bodies and just keeping those, then you can either sell them or just drop them if you don't really care. Use the gem bag to store gems if you bring it, and yeah, keep the onyx bolts, decent seeds, but everything else you don't really need. You can let the coins and the fangs just stack up in one part of your inventory, and then you can just bank whenever is convenient. So I like to usually bank when I've no longer got 6 free inventory spaces, which means I can't craft a body, so yeah, that means I don't have to juggle too many drops, and it doesn't take too long to bank and get back, and recharges your energy at the same time. The chance of getting a medium clue scroll is a flat 1 in 100, which is very good considering how fast you can loot the chest, assuming you don't have too many fails, but I have had the odd back-to-back fail and then rolling the 1 in 8 and getting teleported. It does get a little bit annoying at times, but you should sort of have a fairly consistent run overall. Testing this using RuneLite's loot logger plugin, I can show you all of the loot from 2000 steals. I didn't bank all of it, but I kept the coins, fangs, valuable seeds and bolt tips, and also crafted the leather into Xerishan bodies. I got 3 Xerix talismans which were dismantled into fangs, and the loot looks to be worth around 1.24 mil if I had banked all of it and sold it for the price. Now I'm going to go to all of the medium clue scrolls that I received doing 2000 steals. So 2000 stone chests later and 22 medium clues, so slightly fortunate on that part, 2 more than perhaps the drop rate would suggest that I would get, but yeah, let's crack them open, probably get a couple of masters on the way if we get lucky too, so I will include those in the total loot count, but we'll separate the two anyway, just so you can see the profit from the chest and the profit from the clues, and then those two combined. So yeah, let's not milk this and just go. Okay, we've got a Guthix page to start. And an ancient page, Ulongo, Piscatorus teleports, War Blessing, Bandos Cloak, not bad. I should put those in there. Let's grab them. Leprechaun hat, black elegant shirt. Plate skirt, another War Blessing, Gnomish Follower, green leprechaun hat this time, okay, 8 more to go, another one of those, and plate body, another one. Pest Control teleports, Saladin Mitre, and last one, and Dig Site teleports to finish. So not the best, oh there you go, the green text, not the best in total. So yeah, they added up to about 520k if I was to sell everything, and no master clues as well, which was a little disappointing. Just to talk about XP rates, so you get 280 XP every time you loot the chest, and without doing clue scrolls you'll usually get between 400 and 600 chest loots per hour, depending on level, which gives an XP rate of roughly 110k to 160k. If you do clues every time, this is going to pretty much just be based on how many clues you get per hour, and how long each one takes to complete, so it's hard to give a very accurate figure for that. And basically this is kind of your choice, so if you find you'd rather get more XP than clues, you can just continue on and save the clue for later, or hand it into Watson and then come back, or if you just want to do more clues, then yeah, do them every time you get one. Overall, this is a pretty solid method other than the slightly annoying fail rate, and it's a nice way to skill, make a little bit of profit, and the clues you get along the way can break up the training quite nicely. So for me, this is a much enjoyable alternative to spam clicking RD Nights for hours and hours, or yeah, the tedious nature of Blackjack, and pretty much did that for an hour and never wanted to do it again, to be honest. And it might be good for an Iron Man too, as you can gain some thieving XP whilst passively hunting for medium clue items like Holy Sandals or those prestigious Ranger boots. Thank you very much for watching the video, hope you did find it useful, and I will see you in the next one.